Hello everyone. So this is our fifth video about data science with Python. So in our previous video, we have understood the data understanding phase. We have done the data preparation phase, the data analysis with graphs, and the setup phase. In last video, we have modular data phase, but we are we have done many things on our data, but we don't examine whether our data models are any good. So that is, we have not evaluated their usefulness in making predictions. So note the difference between evaluation and validation. Model validation simply makes sure that our model results are consistent between the training and test data sets. But model validation does not tell us how accurate our data are, so that their error rate is. For measure like these, we need to run to model evaluation. Since the only model we have learned so far are decision trees for classification, we shall restrict our decision to evaluation measures for classification models. Classification evaluation measures is our topic for this video. So we will develop classification evaluation measures for the case where we have a binary target variable. In order to apply the measures we will learn in this chapter, we will need to denote one of the two target outcomes as positive and one as negative. For example, suppose we are trying to predict income. So in this case, here it is. Here is the table. So we have actual category and predicted category. So actual represents the actual data and predicted is what our data is predicted about the things we have got. So we have true negatives, which means actually predicted gives zero and actually zero. Predicted is zero and actually zero. So true negative, false positive, false negative, and true positive. We have here the the total actual negative, which is true negative plus false positive. Total actual positive, which is equals to false negative plus true positive. Total predicted negative equals to total negative plus false negative, and total predicted positive equals to false positive plus true positive. And accuracy is the sum of true negative plus true positive divided by the total, the grand total of the counts in the four cells. So let's see. This is the formula of accuracy. So we will apply this to check if our how much accurate is our data. So let's go to the Python and learn how to get the accuracy of the predictions in data. So here we are. First, we will import the necessary libraries, which are here. It is NumPy. We are importing NumPy. Then not we are not importing NumPy. It is not necessary for this particular task. So we are importing sklearn dot model selection dot train test dot dot split. We have done this in our last video. Then also we have going for linear model, importing logistic regression, and here is the whole code which we will use in our this data set for the confusion matrix, F1 score, recall score, precision score, accuracy. These are the libraries these are the packages we are. These are not packages; they are methods which we are taking from this sklearn.matrix library. So here I run this code. Now we are getting our data in this particular bank variable, getting the data of the file we have splitted already in our last video. So first is reprocess the data. So we are using dot drop method in the x variable to get the data, drop data of housing, and in Y variable we are getting the raw data of column housing. So we are checking for our categorical features and encode them for this particular columns. So I will run these two codes and show the columns category and name of that columns. So here it is. These are the categories we are getting from the housing column: job, marital, education, default, loan, contact, month, P outcome, target. Uh, these are the names of column which we have in our data sets, which have the input as categorical. Let me show you the database so that you can understand it more properly. Mentioned about the dataset job, marital, education, default. As you can see, here is the column job, which have management, technical, and other categories. Marital, which have married, single, divorced, and others. Education, tertiary, secondary, unknown, and many more. And default consists of no and yes, and so on. So let's go back to our compiler. Yes, so we have categorized it. Now we will got the dummies value. One hot encoding. This is what we call this, converting the category columns to numeric using one hot encoding. So when I will run this, the xcloud changed. Oh, let's let's check if by data type is target variable is encoded. Let's check this. So it is encoded. If it is not, the next two line will encode them. So this code will work like the LE is label encoder, and we will use this LE in transformation of the Y, which we used there, which contains the column housing. Now we will split the data set as we have done in our last video. We are splitting our data set, and here we have run this. Now we are training the classification model. So this will go for max iteration is 1000, random state is 42, as we have mentioned here also, and model equals to logic regression. We'll run this code, and then model dot fit x train and y train. We have got this x train and y train from here. This is x train, this is y train. These are the output we got from the train test aspect. Let's run this, and let's get the predictions that we got from our y prediction model, and we have stored this in y underscore prediction variable. So let's check the accuracy of the our prediction that we made in the actual data. So we are printing the accuracy. Okay, so here's the accuracy. 0.75 is the accuracy that we have got from the formula that I have shown you earlier. So we can also get several more things like confusion matrix, accuracy, precision, recall, F1 score. Let me run this complete. And these are the confusion matrix, accuracy, recall, and F1 score. So these are used for different purposes. For example, the precision, recall, and F1 score. So, in the field of information retrieval, the precision metric answer the question: what proportion of the selected items is relevant? This metric is often one paired with recall, which is just another name of score sensitivity. So, let me give you. the example. Let me give the formula of this. This is error rate 1 minus accuracy, and the formula for precision is true positive upon total prediction of positives, and recall is the specificity, which is it would be useful to combine precision and recall into a single measure to do. So we will use that thing as F1 score. So F1 score is nothing but harmonic mean of precision and recall. So this is it for this video. Thanks for watching.